Yeah, yeah. Sorry about the double probably voice there you heard. I was just making sure everything good. Let's check audio levels. Good morning, Digital Beef. How are you? I hope you had an excellent, holiday and start of the new year. Cosmo. Okay. Nice. We'll try with this. Tell me how the volume is. If everything's good. Ooh, that's a cooperative. Anyways, new game. Main story. We are playing on the story mode because I just want to have some fun, Just want to have some funs. I want to get into the story. I haven't played super far. I've only gotten a little bit into the second act. And I was like, yeah, definitely want to play this all the way through cuz oh my god, this game is hella cool. There's some default people. We've got a soldier archetype from the Astarte Militarum. It's so good. I love this game too, Digital Beef. It's really rad. Nurse, who's an operative and a crime lord. Or we got this mustachioed man. Look at this man. Look at that man. That is a dude with a mustache. Look at that art. Oh, mwah. Why is this? Pascal. I don't think I've met him yet, have I? Oh, unless that's your character. Alright, custom character. Obviously. Create your own rogue, trade from sketch. He's the Tech Marine. I don't think I've met him. Oh, shit. Oh, Tech Priest. Oh, yes! Oh, no, I've met Pascal. Oh, yes, absolutely. I love him. I love him so much. Alright. We're gonna start with... appearance and go from there. Alright. Pretty solid start. Oh, Digital Beef. I don't know if you play or care about FF14, but did you watch FanFest last night? Eh? I blew my goddamn mind. The full FF14 7.0 trailer. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh. Oh, very exciting. Sorry. You were D&Ding? Totally fair. It's an amazing ad. And whew, and Hrothgar finally in the game, and oh my god. I'm okay. No gay panic here. Definitely not. Sips coffee. I don't like 16. I'm very excited, yeah. It looks super good. There's a whole graphics overhaul coming through that they showed some side-by-sides with what it currently is and what it's going to be. And it looks gorgeous. I'm very excited. All like the materials like themselves like alone look like actual materials. Like leather looks like leather, metal looks like metal. Now it's really nice. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like this face has the right amount of determination. Yes, let's go with that one. Alright. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright. Air. I mean, this is just the me hair. This is just the Lila hair, so I think we have to go with it. Ooh, look at that red. Gorgeous. Alright, tattoos. 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 It's a cool tattoo. Alright, I have to switch the thing. cool tattoo. Sure. The interesting thing is you can overlap the tattoos, which I think is an odd choice. Although the barbed wire around that one doesn't not work, it just seems very busy. Oh, let's go with the eye ones. Yes. Give me those cyber eye tattoos. Augmentations. Get a gold-plated skull. Ooh. Kinda here for that one. On top of you. Extra fun combos? Absolutely. We got that one. I do like that one. Got a lot of neural ports going on. Let's get it. We need some chin ports, I think. Get some chin ports going. Yeah. Voice. I love it when the voice is independent of, like, body type or anything like that.
I'll see you terminated.
Mainly because, like, that's my wife's favorite thing ever.
Heresy grows from idleness.
I am but a harbinger of the destruction.
A harbinger of the destruction, okay.
Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Ah, every Owlcat game, or yeah, Owlcat game, their pragmatic femme voice is just so perfect for me personally.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
Empyrean, take this sacrifice.
Oh shit.
Behold the wrath of madness.
Applaud my brilliance.
Names of the... They're super hectic. Timber was oh hell yeah.
I always get the job done.
Alright, so what character have we made here? No? Like, can we also just take a moment to appreciate the art in this game? Like, look at this. Look at that. That's terrifying. Fucking chainsword and hand flamer. Gods of Chaos, witness my path. Oh. Okay. Pretty close. Okay, that's actually hilarious. This is just... Did I just make this character? I basically just made that character. Alright. Ooh. Oh my god. Has had it? God damn, the art is just so good. I think it might depend on what like origin we go with. Alright, what is the, yeah, what kind of character do we want to make here? Let's see. Start Astra Militarum. My brain just keeps flipping. More coffee is needed. Ah, coffee. Also, if you hear my cat zipping and zooping around and banging stuff, it's because she found a bottle cap and is going just bonkers with it. Oh! Wow, I opened like 8 things. Whoops. Oh, what is this? Oh my god. So, at FanFest, they introduced the new, fully introduced the second job we'll be getting for the X-Pack, and it's Pictomancer. And oh my god, all of the artist memes are just rolling in. It's amazing. I tell you about. I'm more interested in sort of the role play, yeah. But uh-oh, what's up here? That's dangerous. But you being up here is dangerous. What are you going to do? You jumping up there? That's okay if you jump up there. There you go. Yeah, definitely more interested in the roleplay here, but I kind of have like, where is it? Is it like navy? Oh my god, look at that! Look at that hat! Hot damn! I'm learning to be fun. A missionaire? Damn, that uniform is the drip. Anyways, I kind of want to go with persuasion more because I really like being the talky character in these kinds of games. I love the charisma builds and all that. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Soot. I thought you wanted pets. Is that not what that means? Alright. I also like their skills. You. Like hard stop. You, period, do something. You, protect me. You, kill it. Like, I like that that's their skills. You, serve me. But I honestly... Oh, okay. Do we go with Psyker? Naval officer... Navy officer... Or noble. Okay, I think those are the three. Psychers are so fun. The Pyromancer? Oh, I love it. It's super fun. Sanctioned Psyker. Psychers protect allies and smite heretics. This sounds like a lot of fun. Because I have a Pyromancer I'm playing with right now. They cause perils of the warp, and I'm very much camp of lol, let it happen. Yes, absolutely agree. Okay, so I think if we go Sanctioned Psyker, I might try this power set, because that looks cool. What is telepathy? Oh, yeah. Navy officer is, like... These are some of the dopest, like, talents. I love this. And if... what is the one that... where you can just give an ally an extra turn, basically? David and instantly passing out. Noble. As talky and as persuady as they are... I'm not the biggest fan of this ability. Officer gives extra turns. Yeah, okay, that is what it is. Yeah. Or the... Yeah. Yeah, like, it's so broken. I love it. Okay, so now I think it's between Sanctioned Psyker and Navy Officer. They get Fellowship... For sure. Sanctioned Psyker gets willpower, lore, toughness. Plus some from gear and perks. Yeah, it's... God, I can see the icon, but I can't remember what it's called. It's really good. I think we can... If we go Sanctioned Psyker... We can go with... Oh, that one hits willpower. That one hits fellowship. God, it's either fellowship or willpower, is it? God damn it. Maybe Imperial World, and then we can put a bunch into persuasion? Maybe? Well, I suppose fellowship isn't the worst. Oh no, it is that. Yeah, also affects persuasion and commerce skills. But Psychers are so fun. Fuck it, we're going Psycher. Oh, that's true, they do. Oh, fuck it, we'll just go with, the Navy officer. They're cool. They're cool. Let's see. Death World, so don't want this one. Voidborn would be fine. What's Fortune do again? Oh, that's right, yeah. Hive World. Oh, that's pretty good. Hive World so far good. Let's go Hive World. That's got a good boost to little boost to agility and fellowship, as well as we gain 1 plus our fellowship bonus divided by 2 resolve if there are 3 or more creatures, allies, or enemies in a 3-cell radius. So I want to be like in the thick of things. If there are no creatures around, we take a penalty. Okay. So I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. Some sort of pistol and sword combo. I wish dual wielding was a bit better in this game. Tech use, commerce, awareness. Let's go. Our triumph was illustrious glory. Our ship became the first to take a now reclaimed warp route to a cluster of humanity's lost worlds. Nice. But our darkest hour. Lose some logic, commerce, persuasion. Importance then, because I don't want to be logical. I want to be pretty. You journeyed through dark and forsaken systems, and the things you've seen have left a mark on your soul that will never heal. Alright. So, Soldier has the Firearms Mastery Running Gun, which could be useful for us, especially if we need to catch up with people. Operative. Not a huge fan of Operative. Yeah, Bring It Down, that's what it is. The Officer is really good here. Running gun. Voice of Command, very useful. We get a bunch of the good stuff. Let's go. You like Operative? I'm not the biggest fan personally, but then again, I tend towards like Operative to Bounty Hunter is really fun. Okay, very nice. I think I'm gonna go Officer though, because that sounds dope as hell. Alright. So let's get our fellowship up a little bit at least. I definitely want to get my ballistic skill up. Perception. Let's crank fellowship and agility. Let's just dump it. Soldier and Arc Militant is the strongest. I mean, yeah, I've looked at that, and it's whew, it is. It's got some thick abilities for sure. Oh yeah, no, I totally understand. I totally understand. Where is it? Destiny Hunter. Mercy of the Stars. Here we go. Let's see. How do you spell caress? Caress? No, that's not it. Hold on. Lloyd's Caress is what I want to call this ship, because that sounds fucking spooky. Is it just KRS? Like the word care and then 2 S's? Really? Am I that goofy? Alright, I'll just double check. Caress. Certainly looks like it. Yep. That is, you nailed it. You nailed it, beef. At all time. I always flip E and I in my head all the time because I took one frickin' German class and I was completely borked for the rest of my life. I don't know why, but I flip them around. I'm like, well, it's spelled this way. I'm like, no, Lila, it's not. And then I spell it the German way. I'm like, well, that's not right at all. I'm very, very smart. All right. If you're spelling bee runner up, hell yeah. All right, so we got an interesting character here. We'll edit the name just to be Lila. Fly. Boom. Let's get to some rogue trading. I scratched one of the little pokes my cat gave me. It's doing what little scratches do when you scratch them. Yeah. Not too bad though. Looks like Kleenex is doing all the work. Oh, sorry, didn't see it load. Let's hecking go. This is a pretty fun opening. Oh. We got a cape and everything.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Ah, yes. Let's see. We have this strange person approaching us. Truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor. To inspire...
Oh yeah, they nailed it.
...reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
My cat's on her little perch, watching me. I think she disapproves of me playing a game when I could be playing with her.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
My name is, let's see, Commodore Lila Van Marad, Lord Captain of... Oh. Okay, so this is kind of where I want to pick up. Do we want to be very formal? Do we want to be sort of off the cuff? Yeah, I am a Navy officer. I feel like right name. Let's just introduce ourselves as Lila.
My regards, mistress. Or
Oh,
should
go
I
on.
say, Von Valencias, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you, understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of a ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
Ooh. Let's see. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium.
As high, what is that one line? High Gothic is very
established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis.
like
At the time when
unbending,
the
very
first rogue
rigid.
traders entered the Gold Emperor's service, and therefore it is sacrosanct.
Okay. You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your
To
responsibilities?
put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Agreed. Agreed. Digital. That is. It is nice because then you don't have to like come up with the whole thing. Wait. My character's name was Harold. Donahue Undercut von Valencia. Oh God, it's a great name for rogue trader. Oh, that is perfect. Tell me about the ship I found myself on.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on
Oh, the
board a
one
ship.
who ship.
No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention.
Heavy weapon priest. Nice.
Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade
Warrant of
and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
All right. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty.
Blood duty.
Whatever obligations
The
you
duty.
had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Yay.
I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
Okay. You say I'm one of the rogue trader's heirs. So is there other candidate? Oh. Is there another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Right? I assume you have some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let's address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord's Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
So the goal is to get to the end of the prologue today, which I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do.
Keep your wits about you.
We'll see how far we get after that. I think so that's the main goal, but the bonus goal is to find my favorite lady of all time. Get to her. Can you guess who that is? Can you guess who my favorite lady is?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
It is Cassia. Am I this predictable?
Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you
No, I'm
could
just kidding.
look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
He's adorable. This opening startled me actually. I was like, okay, and then just like the murder that happens.
The servitors have gone berserk!
Oh my god. It wasn't even this necessarily that threw me through the loop, it's what's about to happen in the first part of combat. Alright, let's see. We got ambush, so we can't reposition. Come on, man. It's this part right here. It's like, alright. Fucking 24 damage. And it was just like, excuse me? Hey! There you go. Blast!
Good as done.
I don't know, you get to do your thing, and then I'll brace for impact. Which is for 1 round Navy officer and all allies, yeah. Got it. Hell yeah! I can scarcely believe it. On a day like this.
Suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises. Stations!
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope
I'm just gonna pour the rest of my coffee out. I guess I don't have room in my cup.
It is
Thought I
just
did.
at the end of this corridor.
There we go. Sorry, just taking a big drink to pour the last of my coffee into my cup. Boom. Alright. Oh. Alright. Branch of the sentry gun constructed with blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus using standard a standard template construct in the manufactorums of a place that probably means stuff to people who know the lore even deeper than I do. Which admittedly I don't know a whole lot. All sorts of cool objects in here. Black shard resembling obsidian. Wonder if that's part of the black vault or the same material. Amalgam and disperses sparkling particles. I like this jello rock. Look at that jello rock. You can all see through.
I always keep my options open.
Sea coral. Oh yeah. I remember now. Oh. An industrial
I
world,
always have a
yeah.
backup plan.
Grand Void Ship Temple occupies the entire space below the officer's deck and is lit by countless candles and lumens. It is very impressive. Gotta be a raw deal, though, to have the job of one of the guys that has to stand there all the time. And over
Rise
here...
to the top, or get left in the dust.
Lifts carrying people around the decks move with a loud grinding noise. Rung. Rung. That's the sound they make, I bet. Rung.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh yeah, and then they act as the artificial barrier. I guess a barrier, they're not actually artificial. Because they were real. Alright.
Keep your wits
Now
about
for the
you.
fun shit. It is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man dressed in peculiar garb. His voice tightens with tension. His face, half of which is covered by a synth skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, particularly practically an admission of heresy. Sorry, Lila can't read. and she has decided to play a game where reading occurs a lot. So that's fun. Tall, gray-haired woman pins him with a gaze. Her cybernetic eye flashes crimson, then suggests an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my... Oh, I don't know. I never figured out how to pronounce this word properly. My senestia? Senesgel. Senesgel? Whatever Adelard is, could have done. Make a decision. What would you do with Aeon 6? Adelard? That is Sin Ness Shell. Sinishell? Thank you. Let us survey the room. Your first impressions of Edelthard, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. Oh, eh. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Sineshal. I'll probably forget in 5 minutes, as Lila is wont to do. I don't know why I keep referring to myself in the third person, as I am wont to do. In stark contrast to Elthard, Theodora von Valentius features appear as they were carved from marble. Ooh. Eternal and indestructible. Ooh. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthard. Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. I love that it's called the data slate. The other is a behemoth, bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons. I'm not sure what that word means, but I'm guessing like pockets or holsters or things like that. Our second candidate has joined us, the dry female voice, and the powerful feeling of being watched forces you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you. Her gaze, like herself, is predatory, oppressive. Lila, approach me and give your answer. Yeah. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6, a known world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. I think it's Coronis, yes. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is mining. Oh, sorry. Oh, prospects for large-scale mining. I see. And talking about the rock. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Because we can't have nice gods in this world. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Alright, well, we have some Xeno, some warp stuff. Ah. Let's do the Xenos one. I like this one. Those spirits could well be the native's name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship. Reasonable and prudent, however, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor. Edelthard Edelthrad. Edelthrad. Eh. I gotta have some water, not just coffee. Okay, hopefully that helps. Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with a myriad of horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you, Lila, are simply unaware of their existence. Okay. Gave a straight answer to a simple question, which is, I understand it, is still more than you could do. Edelthrad. The color drains from Edelthrad's face, which distorts his features further. Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you? Edelthrad. Theodora's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on the ship. Explain to me why my senior conjugator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. Beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time. It's an interesting ass kissing right there. Edelthrad bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. That's right. Get out of here, you. Get going. Get. Yeah. Theodore's gaze follows him as he leaves and then turns on you. So, Lila, why are you here? There are questions that I wish to have answered. You are direct, I approve, but you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first. My name is Theodora von Valencius. Oh, Jesus. Massimo Afscaris, I think, is how it is. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and bode death and ruin to us all. Yeah. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the boundaries of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to what? Along with all there is, okay, all there is to find thereon. Oh my god. Oh, why did I decide to do this? Riches, people, okay. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries. 40k, everybody. Is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary government or commander could dream of. Dream of amassing. And you, Lila, are one of those with the von Valencius blood in their veins, and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Right? It's all too sudden for me. One of them? Does this mean there are other heirs? Well, we already know that. Also, naturally. I will say, though. Other heirs, though. Oh, just a second, I got a message. Oh, my wife just sent me a message. There we go. Alright. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of responsibility that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Theodore sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share our blood. Conrad Victor, I forget how to say his last name. Orgver? That guy served me for many years before he made his mistake. Okay. If you're satisfied with Elthrad, then what sense is there having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? Voitvir. Votvir? Votvir. That guy! I'll get it someday, maybe. Alright. 1 second. There we go. I believe in you. Oh, thank you, Digital. Impatience. I'm rather fond of impatient people. They're not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Elthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here in the Coronis Expanse. Okay? You were once a Lord Captain yourself, aboard your own ship. You know everything there is to know about life of this gargantuan beast and its thousands of crew members. You know how fickle machine spirits can be, how weak-willed are the rabble from the lower decks, how a single tactical decision can turn the tide of a battle. Few people can claim to have such priceless experience that is so highly sought after in my calling. Moreover, Theodore chuckles slightly, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the Von Valencian dynasty to which you now belong. Alright. I'm sorry, did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Von Valencius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Hold on. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or used to be, at least. Oh. Okay. Neither of these feel really like my character, so thank you for clarifying. I ask my questions now. The vox affixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is an unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Oh, okay. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance, or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Geller field? I think it's Geller. Or perhaps there's something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all. He laughs nonchalantly. The gray-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread by the uneducated riffraff. Oh, the uneducated riffraff. God damn it, Edelard. Sorry, Abelard. Abelard. I'll get it someday. And now, Fablard, such heresy amuses me. Idra Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. This ship is thousands of years old. It has it has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cognitors, and unused compartments to make ignorant folk speak of specters dwelling within the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. Okay. Where's the ship headed? I always want to say the Rykard system, not the Rykad system. Dang you, Elden Ring. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valentius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demands Theodora grimaces. She gives you a stern look, then shrugs. For a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet appraise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now's not the time. Well, what are my current responsibilities? Okay, well, observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel, and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Elthrad. Until the time comes, consider yourself my aide. Okay. I have no more questions. Neither of these really feel like my character. In that case, I shall head to Theodora's Vox Awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Voxcast, then nods and draws her weapons. Weapon. Oh. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal. If the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. It is possible that the chance to prove your worthiness may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Rain. Rain. Oops. Oh my god. Oh, so much excitement and violence. It's all happening.
Make an example out of you.
I'll bleed you dry.
Whoops. Alright, so we can put ourselves... Oh, wait, we got ambushed. So she's gonna kill them. Alright. Ebelad. No. Abelrad. Abelrad? Oh my god! I love flamers in this game. I always thought it was, Abelard. No, it is Abelard. Yeah, it's a B. Not Adelard. Abelard. Okay, cool.
Let's make some opportunities. I'll see to it personally.
Another enemy down.
Get hecked. Alright, voice of command. Who's up next? Oh, she is. Can't give her the voice of command, nor can I give him. So I'll just brace for impact. Oh shit, I'm on a hive world. I need to be close to someone, otherwise I'm gonna have... Oh shit, I messed up. Oh well. Also, she's got 205 health. Same with Mort. Well, Mort has 226.
This'll leave a scar.
One fewer target.
You go, Abelard. You heck 'em up.
To the heretics.
Yeah, that'll probably do it. Let's see. What is the positive effect I got? Oh, it's the bonus, yeah. Or it's the boost she gave me. Can I shoot anyone from here? I can try and shoot this person. Heck yeah!
How'd you like this?
Reduced to dust.
How you can get when you level up. Oh, okay. Theodore waves her hand in a commanding gesture. Mort, take a team with you and clear the path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse survive. The rogue trader turns her eye to you. Didn't bat an eye when the scum burst onto the deck. Not bad. I've seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. She looks at the box in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. What is happening? From what we've seen, Lila, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. The Seneschal is astonishingly calm for someone who just survived a sudden attack. 1 second. I'm growing cold. I'm gonna put my Snuggie back on. Snuggies. Alright. Ignore the scuff. Snuggie. Meow. Upset. You wanna come sit in my lap? Are you good there? You okay? He's sitting very imperiously. Just gonna check something. Alright. Such episodes are not uncommon among voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks. Theodora clicks her Vox a few times. The castles are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I'll need a direct channel to the Engine Seer. Engine Seer Prime is the tech priest whose specialization is the maintenance and repair of sacred machines. Before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be, some time before we no longer need them. Okay? The incident with the rampaging servers may be connected to what is transpiring now. Possibly, quite likely. Theodora winces and flicks the switch on her Vox a few times. We will investigate it at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What are your orders? He breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone ahead to clear the path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see that the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it. Okay. Okay, that was weird. Oh, wait. Can I loot these bodies? I cannot loot these bodies, it appears. Combat is happening.
I always have a backup plan.
I love how the cutscene combat works in this game. It's so silly. Look at this boulder of a man. Conrad Vuctavir. Victor? Wait. I got the Veer part. That's the easy part. Vuctavir. Is the T silent? Voitvir. That guy. Let's out a sigh of relief upon seeing you. Thank Providence you're alive and well. Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Like John Voight. Voigtsphere. Voigtsphere. I hope I got it. Voigtsphere. Conrad pointedly looks away from the arch-militant to you. Mort, pull yourself together. Okay. The memes are doing me in. I got a stream to do, and it's just memes coming at me from my partners. The Archminister looks back at you. What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We are all done here. I'll report right away. Mort pulls his Vox from his belt and hurriedly reports the situation. I should start using my phone to check these messages if I'm gonna get a bunch of them. Master's whispers. What's happening on my ship? Sorry. Master whispers. What is happening on my ship? The Vox net is silent, and the Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant had just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is there a case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! Oh, there I am right in the way of the F. I have not yet received word from the Engineerum regarding any Geller field failures. Keep wanting to say Galler, a Pokemon regent. But communications have already unstable half an hour ago, and now they ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I'm receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Vox cast from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. Voigtnir pauses. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. We must provide immediate assistance to those still in the middle decks. Perhaps we might stop this wave from spreading. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have means to do both things at once. Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously. Elthard, Theodore looks at Voigtnir. I don't know why I chose to stream a game where I have to pronounce names in the 40k universe. Ethelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard the ship is potentially being A psyker aboard the ship that is potentially being assaulted by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than the whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Very true. I tried to locate him. Closer. You keep getting closer and then further away. One step forward, two steps back kind of deal. Vogvir. Is it Vogvir? John Voigtsphere. Maybe. I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18. So Wait. Oh, hold on. Silent G. Fight sphere? Conrad, just say your last name again, please. Let's see. I tried to locate, yes. Blast it. Master of Whispers, find, Ethelthrad immediately. Seneschal. Locate, Lass. I tell you if I could. Oh, I appreciate digital. I do. Someday I'll get it. Someday. I think I'm not sure if the L or the T is silent, but I think it's the T. Locate Lass and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Isla? Theodora glances at you thoughtfully. Conrad, if I may, Lord Captain. Victavir? Hold on. Voitvir. Where did I get Victavir? Voitvir? Voitvir. The voice softens and is soft and cautious. Transitional X18 is at the heart of the disturbance. And if your goal is to bring Ethelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed arch-militant, and taking into consideration Ethelthrad's psychic powers... Those guys run off. It is settled. Lila, find Ethelthrad and bring him here, in whatever state you find him. This elevator, she points at the massive door, leads to restricted compartments such as such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Okay. Whatever state? What does that mean? Conrad coughs. We are in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption in the Geller field and the infiltration of malevolent forces onto the decks. Psychers can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways. Enough, Master Whispers. You must not allow my heir to turn into a mindless mutant and to perish under Enforcer fire. Do whatever it takes to bring Ethelthred back to me. Alright, I hear and obey. Theodora waves a hand impatiently. Then move out. Mort, come. Right? So I have a theory. I'm a little concerned, but I have a theory. And we'll get to it. I'll say it when we get to it. Although, the more I play this game, I don't think it's true. But if it is true, what a twist. Voitvir gives you a nod. Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk. And you do not even have proper gear. She'll make do. Lead the way. Of course you will. He rummages in his pocket for something. Lady Theodora would never have someone she didn't rely on as one of her heirs, but that is no longer relevant. Wait, what? With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Le gasp! What is happening? Oh, he just got tased. I promise you a special destiny. Something about delivering it, I think. What is happening? Conrad, how could you do this? Why would he do such a thing? What is happening?
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing.
Okay.
Back with us, I see. Delightful.
I'm not going to choose this one because I can't pronounce the name properly half the time, so we'll go with, what is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel. An ancient
Bastard.
device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my master sent me for. The Warrant of Trade.
Ooh. I have no intention of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
To the void with you. The blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. Ah! For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate! Go to the gate! Go to the gate! Fight the voices in your head. The voices in your head giggle and mock you, your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence force you to your feet, and making you take a step towards the gates looming in the center of the chamber. No! How dare! In the gateway arch, you see a cognitor with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly as a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. Blah, blah, blah. 40k, everybody. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Oh, its eye sockets, not one of its. I don't know where I got that. Examine the device. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cognitor, and what immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components. The grim dark genre, folks, very true. Some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect it might be some kind of Archnotech relic? Incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. Ah, yes. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With this screaming and groaning of metal, it leans forward, close to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek. God, much wider than the jaws of a living human could. That's not horrifying. The server's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screens on the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Archaeotech. Okay. Oh, archaeotech, like archaic. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of like archaeology. Okay. Archaeotech. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voigtbeer wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their sources coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Examine the sentinel. Servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you're used to. Its skin covering, oh god, it's stitched together. Oh god, it's stitched together with copper thread. And its metal hinges in place of the standard. Oh, it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. Fun. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automaton. We'll look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Okay. Look for something you could use as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Heh. We'll place our hand inside the automaton's mouth. Oh, or maw specifically. The sentinel's jaws clamp down around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the server's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cognitors flicker. Several long minutes pass. The sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this has ever
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the sentinel? Cognitor? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Who is this?
Genetic code identified. Child of House von Valancius. Do you require assistance?
You hear a displeased grunt in your mind, as if the lurking entity has sensed something that is not to its liking. I suppose this is the onset of warp madness they warned me about.
Request accepted. Initiate.
I like that triggers the thing. And then the fucking big ass turrets just show the fuck up. And then goddamn wall flamethrowers, let's go.
There is still another way.
He throws on a shield and runs. The door opens in front of us, however. We must check on the warrant. It's
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
anything interesting on the walls? Really? Although we've taken a wound. Fun. And check on the warrant of trade. Let it be known that by my will and the true words of the document, I appoint the person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade, bestowed upon them and their dynasty to be a paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first in the darkness, to reunite and reclaim what is lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily in the road of thorns. Ah, fuck. It goes by too quick. I can't read that fast.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who is addressing me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
You okay, sir? I'll get you more of that later. So the vet gave me some toothpaste for her because they want me to kind of like try and get her into the habit of cleaning, like having her teeth cleaned. And I gave her a little sample of it the other day to see if she'd like it. And she loves it. Now she just wants to lick it up. So she knocked over the little dish I had it in that I forgot about yesterday. I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
It goes silent. It relays clicking. Seconds after seconds pass, and oh, hello, Soot. How are you? And you realize that the servo skull will not answer you. Okay. Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Oh, hey, Soot. Want a snuggle? Snuggle. Lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the receipt order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
The dialogue there. Alright, well, we read the warrant. Well, get the hell out of here. We'll seal the warrant chamber, though. Then it just starts repeating rhetoric.
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
How did you find me? Are you with the traitor Volknir?
Mistress, with all due respect, what nonsense are you saying? Kunrad? A traitor?
Kunrad. Kunrad, not Conrad. Kunrad. Voidvir openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe, Mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
True.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
He hands us a snub revolver, sword, armored body glove, and a med kit. Let's go ahead and equip those. And I can't use a med kit because I don't have the thing, but he can.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis.
I won't forget this.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What exactly is going wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered.
Geller.
Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in this scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
Well, how did you find me?
you sent me a Vox message.
Huh?
Specifically, a Vox cast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive.
Huh.
You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
Interesting.
The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
Okay, theory. She's not actually Lady Theodora. She took the actual Lady Theodora's place at some point for whatever reason. That's a theory I have. Not the one I mentioned. Not the one I mentioned earlier, but that is a theory I have. Where exactly can we find the Navigator's Sanctum?
During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Spontaneous mutations. Oh boy. The Navigator's Sanctum. Very well. You lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Oh, Box Skull. Arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor. Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home. And with all your might, destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid.
Oops,
While
don't
the
step
Rogue
on
Trader
that.
inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects,
Step on the...
you and
Please,
I
honey.
shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved.
So that you are right in the way of the dialogue options. Seconds. Can I increase the size of my... I can if I undo studio mode for a little bit. Alright. Yes, so there's lots of things happening on screen.
Show them no mercy.
Alright, this is me. Flat myself there. Abelard. Or Abelard. Go right at the front. Yep. Hell yeah! I only got the one off, dang it. You done being right in the way, honey? Oh. 1 second.
I'll make it happen.
Give him that. Oh right, I shot. I should have moved first. Okay, well we'll brace for impact. And then we'll put
Indeed.
charge strike there. And cleave here.
I took care of this one.
God, I love him. Big old parry. Nice. Parry the heretics.
Pain and duty
Heretics.
go hand in hand.
Kind of want to let him do... Can I... Oh god, both of them. A Heronic? I said heretic. Wait, I did not say Heronic. Or whatever it is. Harry the heretic? Oh, I see. Heretic? A heretic? Parry the heretic. Okay. I thought I had somehow messed up the word heretic. Okay. Oh no, they parried him! That's not cool. What a dick
Victory is
move.
imminent.
Took 0 damage though.
I am ready for whatever comes. I'll make it
69.
happen.
Nice.
your beck and
Got him. Alright, let's loot everything. So, what kind of weapons do I want to use? I kind of want to use either flamers or meltas. Kinda. Personally. Because those are always fun. I might do that. Alright. Oh, and we can level up. Alright. Gonna get my persuasion up. And we'll get his athletics up. Alright. The Navigator's Sanctum.
Keep your wits about
the
you.
navigator sanctum.
Oh, he had something to say.
And so she will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Mistress, watch your head.
Okay. Dash forward. Oh, do a sick dodge roll.
Would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
Okay.
This is Idira Tlas, personal
Tlas.
scribe,
Okay,
divine
so no, the
of
T
Her
and L
Ladyship
both are
Theodora
pronounced. Okay.
von
Tlas.
Valensis. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrieks and crawls in deeper. Its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. Diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are Von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
You clicks from the relays on the servo skull, which has followed you all the way here. Theodora's scrambled words give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you. Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me. Those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once. Prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Okay. What are we doing? What are you doing here?
The whispers called me.
Hello,
The
Soot.
ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt, And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares.
Nice not to have to talk all
Echoing
the time.
at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the navigator is well.
No. Nothing is well about him.
Are you gonna attack your own tail,
The
hun?
chill crawling on your skin. The eyes watching you. The
Gonna attack her
warp
own
ice has
tail.
already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Why do you have to be so cute, Soot? Why do you have to be adorable? Destroy the field! Don't keep our master waiting! Yep.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh yeah, this. Piece of pipe left a noticeable dent in the floor. Oh yay.
Whispers are getting louder.
Can't see anyone there. Oh shit, I fucked that up big time.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Oof, big misses. Thick misses. This is, if you will. Can I hit anyone from here? I can actually. Oh no. Oh, it did hit. Nice. That stuff is real fucking cool. Also, I like that when you start this battle, there's already a whole bunch of veil degradation. Can I charge and hit that guy? I can't.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Alright, it requires move. And he doesn't have another weapon? No. Gotta give him that pistol, I suppose, but oh well.
Just a minor setback.
Aha!
On it.
Fall to the shrieking of the void. Meow. I love that as ability. Psychic shriek. So rad. So you are looking absolutely ridiculous right now. Let's see if I can take a picture of her. Ah, dang it, she moved. She was like... She looked like she was sitting in such a way that it looked like she was ready to crack open a Bud Light. It was very funny. I hope that makes sense to people. Alright. Okay, this shit gets wild and I'm here for it. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs. Oh god. That have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the dark, two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, two ordinary eyes as well as the third eye, one that sits at the center of its forehead. Let me see not really, unfortunately. I believe Master Vespides still lives. Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature. Servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. We'll have a chance. We have a chance to leave. Chance of leaving this place alive. Okay, give him a pointed look. Master Vespides Vespiadus? The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Our time is short to do what? Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back in the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses, I think? The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming, mouth-like pits. Oh, Christ. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. Adira shrieks in terror. It came from beyond. His body is not his. Oh, boy. Oh. Damn it, Ram. Posting things, making me feel stuff. Unbelievable. Just checking this last message. His scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysmus of corrupt. That's a fucking word. It marches thousands and its march thunders under the burdens of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. well, thank you, Digital Beam. I'm trying my best. The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit abruptly stops, his face drenched in black and crimson. A dark ooze from under his third eye has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there's purplish swelling under his eye. Run! Flee from this place while I still have the strength. The words come from the Vox, out of the Vox, as a labored rattle. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. Who torments you? The Edge. The navigator starts thrashing about once more, his gill mouths bursting with crazed laughter. Kneel before the ascendant of a new champion. With the rite, when the rite is complete, this shell will burst, and thousands of Maws will accept the sacrifice offered to the Edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods. Each word rings through your head like the tolling of a bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming into your ears. For a moment, you lose your bearings. This unholy chorus must be trying to confound you with sounds not meant for this world. Just your companions. What is this supposed to mean? A rite, a sacrifice offered. Oh, my heart tells me that Kunrad was not deterred by his defeat in the Warrant Chamber. What? Conrad betrayed Lady Theodora? Idira, clutches her head. But how is that? How he was a loyal dog, but and I didn't hear a thing, I swear. Right, because she can sort of like divine people's intentions and things like that. The navigator, or rather the thing that is so determined to seize his body, erupts into mocking laughter. The footfalls of the bringer of twilight are veiled by the will of his masters. Tear out your eyes, she who is to become the champion's servant, for you need them no longer. I want to help you. Tell me how. The navigator takes a ragged breath. Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold on, and wait for the signal from the master helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run! Run! There's Abelard. Navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now? Oh, the seneschal I'm remembering. The seneschal gazes at the figure in the chair. The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the master helmsman. If he is still alive, it is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Ethelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. You must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier. Vespeadis. Oh, sorry. Idea reaches her hand towards the navigator, but pulls it back at the last moment. Vespeadis, good luck, and thank you. The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is billowing out static, interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Ho ho, shit got real? And it appears dead, only slight movements of his chest and the twitching eyelids let you know he's still alive.
Is there money to be made?
One second, we gotta loot. Sanctioned or unsanctioned psyker, interesting. Away we scamper. Alright. To the officer's deck. Ah. Alright. Doing well so far. Ah, so close, buddy. So close. Thanks for taking that bullet from me, though. I appreciate it.
Your ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Let's fucking go. It's a fucking sister of battle.
I shall heed not their pleas.
I love her.
Somebody shoot these folks.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
I love her. Argenta. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment, it seems as she's not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you. Game has many romance options. None of them. Oh, none of magenta? The game has no romance options. Fair. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's okay.
Sister Argenta.
Argenta.
Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
I said R.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Lila von Valencius, Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know. Why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
The Seneschal is right. No time for talk.
Very well. We may leave it at that. For now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a worry of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard the rogue trader ship? Your orders, like groups of people, serve the Silencer Archie? Do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
I know I've heard the word before.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
What are the people with you?
Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lady. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments, but we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
What's happening on the officer's deck?
Massacre, my lady. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lady, be on your guard.
Ecclesiarchy. Ecclesiarchy. Right. Ecclesiarchy. I knew that word. What the heck's wrong with me? Ecclesiarchy. We must go to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow.
Oh,
Now
excuse
we will
me.
hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
No, I appreciate them. I really do. Thank you. Because, again, I can't word well. So whenever someone is kind enough to do that, it does help me. Thank you.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alright. Goods and services while we're here. Some Oh, totally understandable. Oh wait, I don't need that, do I? Oh wait, this is slightly better than my current one. I will take that. Oh. I don't think there's anything else around here. Oh, there's something at the end here. Or is it the other end? Might be the other end. Oh. Backspace is what I want.
Always keep your eye on
There
the
it is.
prize.
Charge!
Your demise is already calculated.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Corpse starch or corn starch? Two very different things. Just in case Adelardo can't get the thing done.
Was it you? What a fortunate turn of
Hell yeah!
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, let's go! 2 triple kill. Oh, I didn't get the triple. That's sad. I got the achievement Pentakill though on one of my other files. Very fun.
Faith without deeds is
Then we can run and gun. And
the
move
enemies of
there.
the Emperor will be undone.
Oh, maybe I won't actually shoot myself. Ah, dang. Oh no!
My ears are ringing.
Gets cut with a sword. Oh, my ears are ringing. Oh, my tinnitus. Really acting up. Alright, let's see if we can kill this guy.
Good as done.
Hey, and we hit the other one too. Hell yeah.
I'll see to it personally.
Can I rush one of these guys? Oh, I can't. I can only get up to there. Well, I might as well get over
Follow
here.
my lead. Indeed. I took care of this one. It will be done.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I know what is to come.
Got him.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
One or the other. That one's not in cover.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer.
That one got squeezed. Oh, I should have used that first. Where was that going, man?
Who?
Only 35?
Me.
Alright. Oh, still got him.
Tried and tested.
Get up to
tactics are the
here.
best ones.
What is this foreboding?
Got him. Oh
Keep
god,
your wits
the
about
squishing noise. Alright. Let's go collect some goods and stuff. Alright.
Let us not dawdle.
Let us. Let us. Lemley lettuce. Oh, I'm losing my voice again a little bit. Alright, well, let's logic this out.
Nothing's impossible for this old
My
officer.
options open.
Got some cool gloves. Let's check out those. What do they do? Tech bonus. What's our tech bonus? Tech use is 30. Guess we can equip them for now.
I always have a backup plan. Just as I planned. That's how it's done.
Unexpected result.
Get all the goods.
I always get the job done.
Ooh, that's a good one to have. The shotgun. I like giving the shotgun to her. Also, she has an auto pistol. Bear that in mind. For her secondary weapon, auto pistol.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Alright. Thankfully we picked up some melta charges to blow this door open.
The Emperor favors me.
Let's make sure we all level up. Oh, I think this is just the... yeah.
Keep your wits about you.
Over there.
Goods here. That.
Let us not dawdle.
Many a goods around here. Grab them first.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
And we got a helmet. Excuse me. So this helmet is good for people who need armor, so we'll give it to you. But I'm also going to turn helmets and backpacks off for you. Same with you. Same with you. I like her without the backpack.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, let's head this way. Oh no, something's happening! Lady Theodora. The roar of the flames ring in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face for a moment. Scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and shrieking, yet you distinctly hear the sounds of footsteps, and then you see a figure walking out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencius. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so, for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other raised in an inviting gesture. Are you lost, my heir? Argenta goes as still as a statue, then slowly raises her weapon. An apparition. A sorcerous apparition. Trickery of the warp. Sister, you will lower your weapon. Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He's staring at the rogue trader and notices you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. My god. Threatening the Lord Captain, it is outrageous. How did you get here? I am a rogue trader, Lila. I am wherever my will demands me to be. Would you prefer to be elsewhere at this time? Indubitably. I believe? Indubitably, yeah. But are you ready? Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. I can lead you out of the flames, Lila, show you the path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so you may defeat your enemies. Decide. Oh. Nose is getting a bit stuffy. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer will be nothing other than acceptance. Oh, my nose. Do not listen to this abomination, Lila. If there is aught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness nor deceitful promises, nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. I don't think faith is going to stop fire, but then again, this is the 40k universe, so it probably will. To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora. Before this, we suffocate in this furnace. The people! Abelard looks back at the coughing and confused people around you. Lila, the survivors from the middle decks. We must help the crew. Lead them out. Find a way around. Over the roaring flames, you hear distant sounds, frightened voices screaming, muffled and distorted, as if there were a body of water between you and them. Then you'll miss our chance to meet up with Ed. Idira breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckle and she looks around. It looks like she's about to fall. Lila, what are you waiting for? So this is where we get to choose what kind of path we want to go down. Dogmatic, you walk through the fire. The Emperor will give you, will guide the righteous path. Heretical, accept the offer, help, take the pain away, and give me power. I like Iconoclast. I like that. Get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people, in harm's way. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful. Once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. Good guy option. Yeah, I really try. I really try. Every time. I really try to do something else, and then I just feel bad. I just feel bad. So I usually flop back to the good guy stuff. And hopefully once you're let's see. In your determination, you completely forget about Theodora. And when you turn your head back, you see nothing but the billowing of flame. Maybe although with it being 40k, I feel like I might be able to do a
Eat. Go. The thing that was in front of us in the fire, I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to?
Alright, calm down. Although, like I said, this being the 40k universe, I feel I might be able to do like a more heretical run and faith-based run. Just because the universe is just it lends itself to that so much that I feel I could do it. If that makes sense. I'm also just gonna save the game. Right. These yeah, these are my other saves here. Whereas like something like Mass Effect, the universe, like, yeah, it can lend itself to that, but to me, it's just better to be like a Paragon. And I feel good about it. I can't bring myself to. It's so hard, isn't it? Oh, it's so hard. Oh, I forgot to shoot the pillar.
I better myself through my service.
I'm not sure what my bullet would do again, like compared to the bolter blast, but sure,
Keep your
game.
wits about you.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
You're the survivors.
My lady, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
Hell yeah.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make
Same digital beef, same.
Right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
I like that you get names like Lady Theodora and then names like Mort. Alright, we'll just run this way to make sure there's no goodies. If I didn't miss anything, doesn't look like I did. Alright.
I always have a backup plan.
Mort the Encourager. Favorite word.
Let us
Fair enough. Alright. Go and finish getting all the goods. This increases our logic. What's our logic at? Where's logic? There it is. Oh, my logic is terrible. You can have those, man. But I guess since he's got his cyber eye... Look at this gray fox. I tell ya. Woo! Cyber eye. Yeah. Won't show up.
always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh wait, no, I gave him the helmet. I'm being a goofball. It won't show up because I also turned helmets off. Blech. I'm being a silly goose. You can have it though. There you go.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Alright, to the Lord Captain's chambers. Why? Ugh. Oh, big stretch. Oh, that felt good. Ah, shadow tentacles. I don't believe there's anything in here yet. No, Mort is dead. And so is the Lord Captain. Oh boy.
My options open.
Mort, no. My son. Theodora von Valencia's body is sprawled on a large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Kinda nailed the voice acting there. Jeez.
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voitvir.
Voitvir! Thank God someone said it. Voitvir! Gonna forget it in 5 minutes, but Voitvir for now. I doubt Voitvir wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
The banners aren't, Hopefully the next hotfix they kind of fix how the banners wibble and wobble.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Alright, so I'm gonna go examine the Arch-Militant's body and tell you my wild theory that I'm growing less and less confident in as I play the game, but an auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and furniture around with blood. Gray matter and shards of his skull. Thanks for that graphic deed-like description. The safety of the Arch-Militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. So, who do we know that had an auto pistol? and is an incredibly dangerous combatant. Just a theory. It's just a theory. Again, I'm growing less and less confident in it, but perhaps there is a reason Argenta did this. I'm excited to find out. I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure Kunrad didn't do this, especially based on dialogue we'll hear soon. Who else would have done it? Right? We don't have any other players in the game right now other than our people. So unless someone's introduced later, which would be a bit odd, that's my theory. It's a wild one, I know. The theory. Fun love. Hey, we also... Oh, okay, well, I'll show you one thing that backs up my theory oh so slightly. Let's go over to the body here. It's only one bit of evidence. It's very small. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot. An auto pistol. And extraordinary accurate one at that. Again, dangerous combatant. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, indicating that she's surprised of the person who killed Mort and then her. Be pretty surprising if, she did that. Anyways, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-stained parchment and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattering the floor. So, we find out later what these glass shards are, and we know that the Adeptus Sororitas are very, very, not about daemon worship. So... just saying. It's a theory. All it is. Again, I'm growing less and less confident in it, but who knows? Maybe we'll get a surprise down the road. Adira, would you try touching Theodora? You might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Fair. Inspect the shards by the desk. It's difficult to say what exactly was broken. The objects fell on the floor, or the object fell on the floor, and that as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they've been submerged in promethium, which I believe is that signs point pretty strongly being a red hair, but in a red herring kind of way. Absolutely, yeah. Adira, what can you tell me? Well, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Let's inspect the papers. Alright, so reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon documents that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and the seal sealed with a symbol vaguely familiar to you. See the handwritten seal. And we pass the Imperium lore test, the lore Imperium test, and send shivers down your spine. The the author of this letter was addressed to Theodora von Valencia, signed with the seal of one of the holy orders of the with the seal of one of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition. Oh no, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. We'd best be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Oh boy, she's going hard. Just gonna have some goods here. Got Theodora's Rosary. Commerce. Oh, that's actually really good for us right now.
Keep your wits about you.
Don't think there's any other goods. Oh, there are plenty of goods over here. There's goods on this guy. Take that dope-ass helmet. And that cape. This is an interesting one. Gain fellowship. Oh, I thought this was a different cape than it is. Gain fellowship. Here. We'll give her this helmet. You need to be dogmatic, which is why works well for her.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Shocking. The Adeptus Sororitas is dogmatic. Oh shit! We got enemies. That's a big servitor. It's damaged. Heavily damaged. Okay. Let's see. Where can we plop him? Go. Her over here. Her here. Plop myself here.
Victory is imminent.
And then we can cleave. Oh no, there's a space between those two. Shoot. Alright, well we can cleave these two at least. How dare you parry? I had a whole thing going.
At your beck and call.
Would cost 2, that costs 2, that costs 1. Ah, 69. Nice. Bang!
My gut tells me.
Oh,
it's
he's too
bad.
far? Okay, we'll start with her then. Far, so we'll Psychic Shriek.
Unfortunate turn of fate.
Poor unfortunate fate. Impact, just in case.
I'll do it.
Wow, that was awful.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Should have repositioned first, I guess.
Guided by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Emperor's judgment.
He's fine. Fine.
On it.
Hell yeah. Oh, and with the fucking smackerino. I love opportunity attacks. Finest hour. Ooh, what do I want? Can I get... Yeah, okay, I can get weapon experts here. So Melta weapons, those sound real fun. Plasma weapons sound fun. Oh, but I have to get to like higher levels before I can. I have to be level 4. Alright, so in that case, commanding voice is good. Let's do commanding voice, yeah. Yeah, sure. Give him a little more HP. Oh, that's good. Expose weakness. Target. That's pretty good. Honestly, rapid reload comes in more handy than you'd think.
Let us not dawdle.
What does this do? How's your intelligence, buddy? It's 30. Guess he has more toughness now. Don't worry about it. It's definitely not a heretical thing. It's fine. To the bridge! Second, I have to put a blush emote. Gonna send pictures of Arenveld to me. You're getting blush emotes. Alrighty. Warp.
Just as I planned.
Alright, anything else in the area? No? Charge forward!
Is there money to be made?
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Oh, eye is super itchy. Ah! 1 second. Ah! There we go. Ethelred, who is clutching a bleeding wound on his chest, gives you a tormented look. Help has arrived. To change the tide, I'm afraid, but if there's any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader. Theodora von Valencia is dead. I found her in the arch-militant in her study. Ethelred's eyes widened. God Emperor preserve us. The rogue trader's dead. The ship is lost. Her lord captain, and the house its head. Ethelred shudders and grabs his shoulder. As you watch, the sleeve of his jacket bursts open, and 2 bone growths pierce through the fabric. Ugh, Jesus! No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing here, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy humanity has triumphed. Adira looks anxiously at Ethelred as she glances back at you. I've seen it before. We better get away from him. The change is already accelerating. Okay. Oh god. Oh, my eye is just going haywire. Oh, have to make sure to take some allergy meds after. I forbid the thought of yielding. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat. Words worthy of a righteous soul. I was going for more of an iconoclast thing, but alright. Save your lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's already taken the ship, is ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets help from the bridge. Ethelred stares at you, his eyes harden with cold resolve once more. Then we have no right to bow our heads. Oh. Oh, Jesus. You can see Kunrad Vogvir? Voitvir. See, I knew I was gonna forget it in a second. Voitvir. Voitvir? Right in, clearly in the gloom of the bridge. Broken blade he is holding, stained with dark drops. That seems to have... Oh, sorry. Stained... The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent gleam. Glimmer to them. Ethelthred. We are out of time. Ethelthred bites his knuckles, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Ethelthred's eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow. That complicates things, I'd say to him. Ethelthred lowers his head, then he sighs and locks eyes with you. His gaze, cold, haunting, hoity and fanatical. Hoity? I don't know. It's brain. The ritual will not be completed. I will take care of it. And you see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over your realm, and farewell. Accursed traitor, a time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches towards his death. What? Theodora's dead? Voitvir stares at you in seeming genuine bewilderment. No, that can't be. Not now, I still haven't... He goes for the stab.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Runs. Jesus Christ, that is some Eldritch shit right there, and I am so here for it. Let's go. Right in the thick of things. Probably should have switched places there.
I'll see to it personally.
Yeah, I'll have to charge this one.
Reduced to dust.
There we go. Oh, as soon as this one is within reach, the Chaos Spawn is in reach, I'll pull off that. Does this let me do again? Ally extra turn with full AP MP during the extra turn. There's no attack limit. Yeah, well, so we'll lay into him with Abelard's and then with mine there.
I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance.
Blast him. Voice of commands. And then we'll brace for impact just in case. Yep. Good shots. Good shots. Run and gun. Can't get anywhere under protection, so we'll just shoot from here.
I'll do it.
Big miss. I figured we would, but could have helped.
A tactically sound approach. Indeed.
Wham! Then he slurps up his buddies here and makes an attack. 2 attacks. Cool story, man. Cool story.
At your beck and call.
Big slice. A big slice. And a third big slice. Stop slurping up, you guys. I'm trying to kill you. Oh, that's nasty. Good parry. Good parry. You might want to stand in the caustic stuff, my friendo. Foe's weakness. Upper removes all exploits in the target. This adds exploits, right? Yeah.
Will do.
And I remove them all to decrease the dodge and parry until the start of the next turn. Sure, we'll make this one easier to hit for everybody. And then let's Psychic Scream the heal bot. And by heal bot, I mean the juicy Sunny D bag there. Juice box. The human juice box. That makes more sense. I don't know where I was going with the other stuff. Ignore me. How did you take damage? Weird. Well, let's start with Bring It Down, I think.
At your back and forth. It will be
And a
done.
little bit of Endure there. Oh, did I spend all my things?
I won't stand for it.
Oh, our momentum. Oh, our momentum. So close. Alright, already into the effects.
I am his will
We can use her thing, though.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor
Blast
commands,
'em.
I act. I refuse. I'll do it.
Big miss.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh yeah, you can make amount of shots based on your rate of fire.
At your back and forth.
Oh, so close. That adds that like it's at 2 HP. I can't charge. Oh, I can't charge it. Yeah, no. Ah,
I will do
we'll just
what you
endure.
Stop it!
Charge forward and shriek in its face.
Anything else?
Nice. Holy shit! What the fuck? Why do I have suddenly a bajillion messages? What's going on? Oh. Oh. One second. One second. There we go. Alright, let's level up. Alright. Alright. Yeah, fellowship. We're now level 4. We can take some interesting stuff. So there's flamer, such as a flamer, the heavy flamer, or a hand flamer, bolter weapons such as bolter pistol, plasma, such as plasma gun, plasma pistol, and others, melta weapons such as the melta gun and the multi-melta, and others. Heavy armor would be fun. And I think I'm going to make it a heavy armor character at some point, but yeah. Her strength is not the best. Dual weapon combat can attack with the second weapon in their current weapon set in addition to the one using. Attack suffers a -2 penalty to weapon skill and ballistic skill and costs 1 AP more. I wish it was a bit better. Heavy weapon proficiency reduces the strength value for heavy weapons by 25. It's kind of rad. I don't know what kind of weapon I want to go with. Plasma sounds cool. Maybe we'll do plasma. Or do I burn everything to death? Let's go with plasma. Plasma sounds interesting. Contempt. Yeah, that's a good one. And weapon skills. We'll advance his toughness after. You can have intelligence and combat master so you don't get screwed over by a bunch of melee people all of a sudden. Ballistic skill and Kraken rune's pretty good. Ugh. Take all of these goodies. I mean, true, but I also like the idea of blasting people with plasma.
I always keep my options open.
Alright. Let's talk with the Master Helmsman.
Is dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
Ravor, Master Helmsman, system status report. By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Skill starts with with plasma and melta weapon, a melta proficiency. Oh yeah, nice. By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal, living and breathing. The white-haired man with sickly pale skin salutes you. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for Throne knows how long. How did you people survive in here? The man glances around the bridge. Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whatever I could and grabbed whoever I could and dragged behind the Cognitors. Then I prayed for our rescue. We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to have knocked some of the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling in distress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Doesn't even look to slap. Oh. One second. Making sure. Alright. Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. Abelard pauses for a few seconds before continue. Slyly. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You're the only one who speaks for House von Valencia. You may not be Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence. He directs your attention upward to the throne that sits at the apex of a tall staircase. Well, what must I do? Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report. Blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up there on the throne, Mistress Lila. Ooh, continue. These people are about to do the impossible, and they at least deserve to see the least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk. Alright, I guess I'm ready to begin the ritual. Big spinning chair? Oh, yeah. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents, invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is breathing this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It is okay. Oh, beneath this thin shell. That makes more sense. Taking the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and the voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle. Resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all the voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. You were to blame for Theodora's death? The vision lets out a cawing laugh. I am the beginning and the end, and all that courses in between. I am the voice of truth that is destined to triumph, for this triumph is the terminal point of every twisted maze of fate. Your head begins to spin, and viscous drops slither down your cheeks. You blink, and you are no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor Voitvir, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. The fate was assured, and that fate was assured, and the steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you on the day when the final dawn rises over the iron world. I see you by my side on that day, the day of my resurrection. Okay. The image shattered by invisible sorcerer's winds, and you see Idira. Why do I keep having trouble with the name? Her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will, the weaver of destinies, and today I'll weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the key to salvation. The thread that will guide you, and the weapon of our return to me. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. 1 second. A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown pass before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The image replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Ravor turns around and looks up at you. He hesitates for a few moments, then addresses Abelard, who is standing next to you. Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The box signal is stable, which means... Abelard nods absentmindedly. The navigator gave his life, battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valencia flagship. We will honor his memory, along with all those who died this day. Ravor does not look away. He gives you a hard stare. His white brow furrows. Seneschal. Will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's Lord Captain? Where's Lord Captain?
It is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
Okay. We'll say nothing, I suppose.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live.
The
deed
okay.
is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say, Lord Captain.
Oh my. That's a lot of stuff.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at
I
a
love
great
this
cost.
VO.
Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived, and through the strength of her resolve, saved those who were counting on her for protection.
Love it. Love it. Alright. Now I believe we have the new officers to address and talk to, and then we'll probably call it there. Yeah. Hell yeah. Because that'll take us pretty much right to the 3-hour mark. The next time we will meet the bestest lady. We'll talk with everyone on the bridge first, then we'll go meet the bestest lady next time. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods himself. Well then, your ladyship. Oh. Warp. That was interesting. Cannot help but notice that the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as a Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by by the deputy, while others go unfulfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over their leaderless crews. Right? How did we come to lose so many officers? Here's the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessels. Hi, Dreg. I'll answer that in 2 seconds. It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's commanders. They knew exactly whom they were and where to look for them. And where they could be found. Sorry. Which is unsurprising, given their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. Yes, Dreg, I absolutely watched it. We streamed it actually yesterday, and oh my god, I'm so excited. What the fuck is this expansion? It's gonna be awesome. I'm not a furry, but yeah, that's a lot of that going around. I think ever since the Fem Hrothgar got revealed. You're lost. What's on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the conditions of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from important affairs to attend to such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort. Even so far as you're personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. As you personally negotiating, sorry. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, Your Ladyship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge. They, in turn, will have the honor of holding the visage of their Lord Captain. Real good cuddlers. Yeah. As soon as I saw them, I'm just like, they can break me in half, and I will thank them. I'm okay. I'm okay. We're right at the end of the stream. Don't lose focus now, Lila. You got this. You misspoke, surely. I am... Oh, sorry. I don't want to say that. Oh, yeah. I'm the Lady Captain, am I not? Yeah, this is where he talks about it. There's no mistake, Your Ladyship. Lady Theodora before you was also the Lord Captain. Do not take the title literally. Think of it as a sacred rank that remains unchanged no matter who bears the warrant. You have been chosen by the Emperor to carry the honorable burden of the rogue trader. High Gothic, whence this title originates, is a highly formal language and so a certain level of inflexibility is to be expected. Yeah. That's where it's mentioned, yeah. Alright. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voitvir, I think? Abelard grits his teeth. No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors, but frankly, it would not surprise... I would not be surprised to hear we were now 1 shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will take some time before he answers for all he has wrought. Right, well, I'm ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. I think we'll settle into our role nicely. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjuncts at the far end of the magnificent chamber. Alright, we got some peeps here. Wait, what was that? I'll see that floating text for a second. It was a dozen pair of eyes bored into you. The expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers. Oh, I just had a sudden craving for pizza. That is a non sequitur of the highest order. Anyways, attention, officers. You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Lila von Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you will introduce those present, Abelard? As you wish, Your Ladyship. Abelard points at a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Suri Otta of the Ptolemen line, our new Voxmaster. It is an honor to serve Your Ladyship. The Voxmaster's voice offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as the external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. I don't like that term, eyes and mouth, not eyes and ears. I don't know. Puts me on the wrong foot. Beside her is Ravor, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Commander and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man, with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face, gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factorum. Oh god, this guy. Janris Danrock, who oversees supplies procurement and the general material well-being of the ship. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at that picture. Look at this guy. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavyset man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bow. I think I said that right. I don't know. It is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers in charge of overseeing ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. That makes sense. And lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Omnisire. The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance involving a complicated manipulation of all the tech priests' mechadendrites. The little dock arm things they got. Sorry. Thank you, Abelard. Greetings to you all. I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain. Tall young woman bows... Oh, young man. Oh, jeez. Bows his head in deference. I don't know. I'm starting to... My mind is starting to slip here. We can only read so much more. I can report that all fires across the decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factorum. Post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice, pitched only for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Hey, was that a pun? Abelard, was that a pun? I think you have a funny side, my friend. I think you have a funny side. High Factorum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of our losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given to the tech priest's hands for attention, given into, and that all lost supplies are replaced. The only resource I cannot replenish single-handedly is there is only one, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks. Okay, jackass, not gonna like this guy. Which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykad Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the White-Scale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on a planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Okay. Especially given Caligus's I've been saying white scale. It's winter scale. Winter Scale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planet, rumbles Abelard, frowning. Right? Drives Master, I will hear from you now. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnisire, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren, a spirit believed to be the adherents of the... okay. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engineer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests aboard, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible. Oh god, he got. So this guy who's like mostly machine parts had a little bit of flesh, and that the warp got to that. Oof. Jeez. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equal that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement as soon as possible. Of gremlins in your computer that make it crash sometimes. I like that description much better. I see. Thank you. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Aye, Lord Captain. To cut the long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ships sound, more or less, but without our Engineer Prime and Navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. A warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Okay, fair. Your ladyship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communications channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite, Navis Nobilite station. Yeah. The stations maintain complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very system is an incredible stroke of luck. A true blessing from the God Emperor. Ah, more warp. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull. Nobility. No. So it's not nobility, it's nobilite. Nobilite? Could have just said nobility. Jeez. Silly high Gothic. Lances through your skull, as if in response to what you just heard. You understand this is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the daemon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I'm the will of the Weaver of Destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. That thread that, the thread that you will, oh my god, my brain. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. Oh, now, if I were you, I'd grab this chance on with both hands. Or else we'll soon be eyeing up asteroids as our new residents. In slightly less shitty news, I know I'm so tempted to change to Hrothgar myself, Dreg, but I am absolutely gonna make a Hrothgar ult. You can go round and round this system till our heads are swimming, so long as the Promethium, which is a fuel source, and supplies last. And if any thick as Grok's shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out. So we don't need to worry on that score, right? Oh yeah, free Fantasia. I was so happy to hear that. Yeah, very good call. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told. But just ask anyone. I've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. The Master of Ordnance chokes back the words he was obviously about to blurt out without thinking. Casts another look at you before lowering his gaze. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is running. Ship is in ruins. Every other officer is dead, and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken hold of me. So I, being alone, don't get... Yeah, Yoshi P's comments. Yeah, we've been told that they can't tell these two pictures apart. I mean, you can, but yeah, the Lalafels, it didn't have as pronounced of an effect on Lalafels as it did pretty much every other player race. He looks up at you. But I've heard of you. Oh yes, your fame has reached even as far as the Expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illustrious person such as yourself. He adjusts his uniform and stands ramrod straight. Oh, okay. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We are ready to fight if it is the Lord Captain's will. So, to summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and are requiring a new engine seer prime, and navigator. Is that all? Sorry. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bearing in mind that this will not be the end of our trials, the ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out on Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall first without solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I cede to the Vox Master on this point, Mistress Ptolemine. We are in the Rykad star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your ladyship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Rykad Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station to find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for your reports. Dismiss. Assembled officers salute you as one. Your ladyship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought this ship here to the system for a reason. He was given a secret mission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything, and I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor. Oh my. The hand of the Emperor. The chief architect of his will in the Coronis Expanse. I did come across a strange handwritten letter in Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. Are you referring to the contents of the note, I presume? Yes, quite right. XC. Xavier Calcazer. Calcazer? Almost done, everybody. Oh my god. Lady Theodora was to seek out Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Henrix van Kalox. Kalox? An interrogator, you understand. All I know is he was somewhere in this system, that we must find and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either on Navis Nobilite or the governor of Rykad Minoritas, may know something. That is all of it, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere task of the daily burden of a rogue trader. So you must take up the reins of the Von Valencian Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under the mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and then he seems about to offer words of encouragement. However, this happens. Iadira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. I can't talk. The Sister of Battle grimly nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment, or dark madness. She insists on seeing the rogue trader. I judge that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak! Idira, come to your senses. Damn it! Idira presses her fingers to her temple in desperation. Your ladyship, here's the thing. I'm trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn? And it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell, as if it's daybreak, and as if it's daybreak, then why? Oh, sorry. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? Okay. Ugh, can't talk. We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talas? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I know something else, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on so many occasions. I'm sure it would you'd benefit from them as well. Psyker's bitten lips stretch in a wry smile. There's nothing else of value to report. I declare this briefing concluded. Time to get back to work. Oh my god, there we go. Alright. Longer than I intended, but there it is. Game is saved. No more talking. Crying out loud. Oh! I just realized I typed in my last thing. Well, shit. Oh well. That's awkward. Nothing I can really do about it now. Good job. Well, thank you, Digital Beef. I appreciate it. Anyways, oh my god. Oh, my voice is just done for. I'm going to take a much-needed break. Thank you, everybody, for joining who did. This was a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what happens next time. Excited to see more Rogue Trader. Hopefully you'll be awake for this, for the streams this time. Oh, well, if you can make it, we'd love to see you, Digital Beef. It's always nice having you here. I'll try and do closer to 10 a.m. my time streams, so whatever 3.5 hours-ish ago was for you. But yeah, this week I am doing another patron stream this week because, like a foolish person, I didn't start streaming until about an hour and a half into the stream because I hit the wrong button. So I'll be making up the little bit of lost time there this Thursday. It's not going to be long, but it'll be there. And then, yeah, won't have anything again until the weekend, at which point I think we'll be doing more Rogue Trader. But until next time, everybody, have a great day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Sure to drink plenty of water, plenty of sleep. Don't forget to love each other, okay? Super important. Until next time, all. Bye!